Hello, I'm EnterElysium and welcome back to From the Depths. Okay, today we're going to be building a resource base. We need effectively a simple, light resource base that can collect a load of resources, store a load of resources, possibly do some repairing or building or whatever, but doesn't even need to be armed. So let's destroy all vehicles. Now the reason I'm going to say I don't want it armed is because, well, that's expensive. Guns actually cost quite a lot in terms of scrap and oil, particularly scrap. Like a lot. So we're going to be passing on the whole having weapons thing, which I think is a big loss, but I guess, you know, needs must. Right, so to get started, we're going to just put down a wooden block. Good old wooden block, there we go. And we're going to put down a beam underneath. We're in fact going to make it a spinning beam. Now, this is what I want to do with like the resourcey things. I want them able to basically be on this beam that spins around, because I've seen it on a lot of other designs. It kind of looks cool. It looks better than just, oh, this is a static laser beam. Yeah. So it'll make it a little bit more interesting. So we're going to go new object, spin, turn block. Okay, and then block, wood block. Mirror line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the question is, can I do something really cheeky? Resource collectors, are they in the miscellaneous or in the resources? Right, there we go. I can be really cheeky. Excellent, that is very good to know. So what I can do is basically I can have a whole load of resource gatherers like this. Now, of course, you can't actually attach resource gatherers to our resource gatherers, but you can attach the resource gatherers to our resource gatherers if you do it an interesting way. Like, if I go here, it'd be like, look, you can't place anything there. It's silly. This game is like, yeah, provided you're touching an object, that's fine, but it's like you can't place it like that. It doesn't make sense in most situations, but oh well. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They've got 16 resource gatherers. I could do it with oil. I'm not gonna, because oil actually, like pipes, they're meant to be, you know, physics and stuff. Like lasers, that's fine. Like lasers, you know, you can move around and fire them, whatever. They all look good. We should probably put something here. Block. We'll just put a wood block here, I guess. Oh, that doesn't... No, it doesn't look right. We'll leave it there, though. Okay. Now, we can get to work on our part of the design. So, I want to put that there. That there. And then we've got to figure out effectively what a circular wall would look like for this, because we're going to build basically a giant cylinder, and it's going to go up, and it's going to basically be designed after sort of the medieval style tower, like just one tower by itself. Maybe some crenellations at the top, and of course, you know, we'll need to vent some of our fuel refining fumes through there, but hopefully it'll work. So, what do we want? When do we want it? Now, I would like a wood block. Wood block. Actually, alternatively, we can just do that, can't we? Yes. Okay, now, to connect these together... I would like to start spinning them. Now, the reason I want to start spinning them is so I can see where the edge of the circle is. It's probably the best way to get to grips with it. So, I would like control... ACB. Activate on spawning. Spin block. Five. Really high? No, way too high. 15. 10. 7. 5. I'm gonna go 5. At least for now. Right. So that is the circle it is describing. Now I've got to figure out a way to actually make this work. Now, obviously, I can't use a 4, because if we go 4, effectively what we'll get is, you know, something like that. That looks a bit suspect. Is it suspect enough? Maybe a bit bulgy at the edge, but I mean, the other choice is just to have these all along and just have it completely diagonal in that area. That's probably too much. Okay, let's sort this then. I mean, it might be worth having an investigation. Be like, is it worth it? I'm going to go for it for one reason. No, I'm not. Screw it. Let's get rid of it. 2s it is. Okay, let's... prefab. And then increase the height. And I believe we can now just go and copy and paste anywhere we want. That spin block is being interesting. It definitely looks like you've got a completely different frame rate to the rest of the craft. Yeah, look, it's sticking. Why is it doing that? I might just leave it at 30 just because then it doesn't look like it's broken. I should also probably delete the fact I went a little bit too far on this bottom bit. Right. So the idea now is that we can fill this area. Ooh, or do we want to make the outsides of the wall not quite so... Yes. Yeah, that might be a good idea. So if we go to something like that, we need to put a floor in here, so I need to put a wood block here as well. This will allow us to have like a quite nice floor that we can like admire and show off to all our BattleBot friends. And then we want blocks, window block. And damn it. There we go, much better. Now we'll probably want to put a central pillar in of some kind, so I will leave this as wood for now. Right, and then people can basically stand on here and see the sea below them. That's pretty cool. Now, we also do need to put in some oil. What I think we'll do for oil is we'll do something very simple. We'll basically have oil attached like here, effectively. We've also got to find a place to put our fortress turbines. What I'm thinking of the fortress turbines is putting them on the inside of here. Right. And this can be control, chair, bam. Not fire control, fortress controller, bam. And AI, mainframe, left, right, fortress AI card, and just in case I need it, a patrol card. You never know. So my policy of just having patrol cards everywhere these days. Then I think it's time to put in a floor, and the next floor, which is all storage rooms. And we also need to put a place in for oil. We need an engine as well. I mean, we could put an engine on this floor. Got plenty of space. Oh, crap. Royals is quick. We need fuel. Processed fuel. Fuel, fuel, fuel. I can see things breaking apart. Fuel. Fuel. Fuel storage tank. Not enough power. How much is the power draw? I wish I knew. Prefabs. There we go. Right, now, refinery. So, processed resources, raw, processed, fuel refinery. Right, fuel refinery. Pro component. Efficient the process to slow the conversion. Has a negative effect on efficiency, being tipped over, dangerously increases gas levels. Now, unfortunately, it's gonna be fairly high up. Not much we can do about that. Let's put you here. Right, flare stacks, we'll add them later. Removes dangerous compounds from the crude oil before the... Small increase to fuel gain per oil, small decrease to dangerous basket by itself. Large increase to effectiveness of attached flare stacks. Only one allowed per process. Fair enough. Right, what next? Coke and cracker. Greatly increases fuel gained per oil, greatly increases refining time. $50 for 150 or $30 for 60. Well, these seem pretty good. I'm just saying. We're going to be adding a few of these. And then flare stacks. Going 50 oil to 250 fuel per minute. And people can go up here. And then go across here and up here. Right, that works. Now, putting in little fortifications around the edge. So for a start, I don't mind having a little bit of this going on. Right. Now, the question is, how am I going to make this look pretty? I think what we'll do is we will actually do this. And of course, I'm going to put a teleporter on here. So I would like a miscellaneous teleporter. As a big enough and viable structure, I think it should have a teleporter. Where's the teleporter? Teleporter, 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 teleporter. He says with his cursor over the top. 100 of each. That's perfectly acceptable. Now I'm going to put it on the bottom floor because it'll give me access to where I want to be. I can also get rid of these. Because of teleporting, I probably want to be on that level. And then repair functionality. Locks. ERA armor. I'm not going to really use any ERA armor yet. Like, I don't really need to do that. It's expensive in terms of resources. Miscellaneous. Repair tentacle. Compact. Right. And then same down the bottom. And this should be enough to really repair anything that comes our way. I don't need turbines there. They're going to look a little bit odd once this gets underway. And there we go. Quite horrific looking wooden cylinder. Third, I should probably paint. Color picker, fleet main, color place mode. I'm terrible at designing fortresses because they don't need a form for function. Like, they can be any shape. You could even have just a plank of wood with stuff stapled to it. And normally, like, my form is dictated by my function. But because I have no idea what to do with these, I end up making some really terrible designs because I just can't conceive a design in my head. I have to start playing with it. And I never really have anything to play with a fortress because it could be anything. I don't like this one much, but it's going to do the job. My real question is, how much resources? 40,000 wood. We're going to have a lot of metal left. I mean, this and the cargo barge are both wood-based. I don't mind having metal left. Means I can probably start saving towards some sort of big, heavy, expensive, tanky metal craft. Especially with the way the armor is now calculated, because it's something like, if a projectile hits you, you don't just calculate the first armor, then destroy it, then the next armor. It's like you calculate all the layers, so it's like 30 armor. Now, I could put like a radar dish in there, but honestly, we've got our radar satellites for that. Well, not satellites, I guess they're radar helicopters. I think this is good. It looks horrific. I apologize profusely. And it comes in at just shy of 40,000 natural. Oil's a bit expensive, but then again, you know, it's going to be making us a load of resources and fuel, so I don't mind paying the price. Okay. I like it. We got this. I've been EnterElysium. If you enjoyed, please like, not subscribe, please consider subscribing. Just building a little bit of a base today that we can start using around. I think this is going to be probably our staple for the main campaign. It's very rare that I actually get attacked at a resource point, because generally I'll be taking the fight out against the enemies, and I'll have craft that can take the fight rather than using, you know, a craft like this. If I attach weapons to it, a lot of people are like, you should attach weapons to it. The thing is, the weapons are probably like better spent being attached to like mobile like platforms, as in, you know, ships, where they can actually be taken to fight the enemy rather than just in case spending resources that are very rarely going to get used. Same reason this thing isn't armored. It shouldn't get into a fight. If it gets into a fight, I mean, it's already lost. So be cautious where we place them. Don't place them, you know, where you can't defend them. Anyway, until next time, when we'll be placing this down, we'll be building a cargo barge and hopefully a frigate, and then we'll be, you know, making sure the Deepwater Guard don't get too all up in our business. Stay shiny.